Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi Fitri students, it's Miss Raisa again. So, what did you eat today? Did you eat healthy? And then, did you do some exercise today? You must be wondering, why did I ask these questions? Can you guess why? Yes, because we are going to talk about healthy lifestyle. So, what are the objectives of the day? By the end of the lesson, I would like you to know what are some ways to keep a healthy lifestyle. And then the second one, I would like you to know what are some nutrients and functions of different kind of foods. Now, let's start the discussion, and don't forget to pay attention to what are the nutrients contained in different kind of foods. Let's get fit for life by having a healthy lifestyle. So, if you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, there are two ways. The first one, you have to make sure that you have a balanced diet. The second one, you should exercise regularly. For today, we are going to discuss about balanced diet. So, here are the keywords of the day. The first one is nutrients. What is nutrients? Nutrients is a small substance contained in a food, or in bahasa Indonesia we can say nutrients adalah zat-zat kecil yang terdapat di dalam makanan, atau biasa disebut juga sebagai zat gizi. And then the second, it's a grain, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, calcium. These are the examples of nutrients. So, how to have a balanced diet? If you want to have a balanced diet, you have to eat the right amount of different type of food. There are 5 groups of food that I will introduce to you. The first one is grains, second is meat, eggs, and beans, the third fruits, fourth vegetables, and the fifth is dairy products. These 5 groups are the food that you should eat every day in order to have a balanced diet. Each group contains different kind of nutrients, and those nutrients are needed by our body to function properly. What are those? Let's discuss one by one. First one, grains. The nutrient contained mostly in grain is carbohydrates. And what is the functions? Is to give us energy. And here are the example of food that contain carbohydrates. And there are bread, spaghettis, and then some noodles, pastas, beans, there is rice, yams, potatoes. Most Indonesians, they eat rice to get carbohydrates. How about you? The second one, it's a group of meat, eggs, and beans. Most nutrient contained in this group is proteins. What is the function? It is to repair our body and then also build our muscle. What is the meaning of repair? That's mean memperbaiki in bahasa Indonesia. So if you are hurt yourself, you have a wound atau luka, eat lots of food that contain proteins. Hence, your wound will heal faster. And what are the example? There are beef, chicken, meat, tofu, fish, and tempeh. So if you notice, there are food that there are protein comes from animals, and there are protein that come from plant, which is the tofu and the tempeh. The third and the fourth group, it is the fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables mostly contain vitamins and minerals. They also contain fiber. What is the functions? For vitamin and minerals, it helps our body to function properly, and then also help us to not easily falling sick. Jadi gak gampang sakit, okay? And as for fiber, it let the feces out easily. So when you constipated atau susah buat buang air besar, teman-teman, berarti kurang makan fruit and vegetables. You must have your own fruit and vegetables at home, right? And you have your own favorites. Here are some examples of fruit and vegetables. There are spinach soup and mixed vegetables. Next, dairy products. Dairy products means food that's come from milk, and most of nutrient consist in dairy products is a calcium. Okay, calcium. What is the function? It is to build strong teeth and bones. There are many more nutrients contained in dairy products. Please do your own research from book or internet. Here are the example of food that contain calciums. There are yogurt, butter, milk, and cheese. So, other than those healthy food, there is also unhealthy food. Those are food that contain oily or fatty food, that contain too much oil or fat. And then the second one, it is sugary food. Let's discuss one by one. The first one, oily and bad fatty food. Why these are unhealthy? That's because our body only need a little amount of oil and fat. When you eat way too much of them, our body will find a hard time to process it. And then later it will be stored in your body as a fat that makes you become big. And then also when you eat too much oily and fatty food, it will cause a bad skin condition, obesity, and bulging tummy atau perutnya buncit. Next, sugary food. From the name we know that it is something sweet, correct? So maybe some of it are your favorite. So sugary food also cause a bad skin condition, obesity, and bulging tummy. Why it's unhealthy? Because the same, our body only need a little amount of sugar. When you eat way too much of them, your body will be hard to break them down. So for the conclusion, to have a balanced diet, you have to eat different type of food that contain carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and calcium, and then avoid food that contain way too much oil, fat, and sugary food. How about the food that you eat today? Have it consist all of the nutrients that you need?